Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
He's taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Check, check, watch 54. Back 60. Forward jump. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Out, 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 out. Safe, safe, safe. Check, 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 check.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes this one to Mack. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight dog, tight dog. Hey, watch this, watch this. 79 Broncos.
And And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Number 30, the
A
ball
loss of
carrier.
a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 30 on the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 51 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Falcons.
Okay, ready? Black spot 4. All day, dog.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On On first down, it's Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He dumps this off to Mack and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
To Marlon Mack.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a backbreak.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
Is good.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 5.
Complete to
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, But they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can live...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Falcons 14, 49ers 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
now
off.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 78 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. K.J. Hamler, 63 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Here's Richie James on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
That's good.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
First and 10.
As they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
George Kittle.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Matt Gay.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for the completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Quez Watkins, 89 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, Al. Kill. Turn up.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Tackle made at the
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And a Falcon 1st down.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 22.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
At the 29
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this one to use check. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Double tight. Double tight.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 43 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Falcons.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Atlanta.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run. It's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This goes to Mack on the check down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run the screen with Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A gain of 3, second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 49ers' 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
James on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's calm. If you don't get this ball, you gonna get this? 51's Mike. Mike 51. Oh, watch run, watch run. Let's go. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there.
He's back to throw.
Push him back. Push him back.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tight left. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
49ers.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.